Welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. Before I begin, please do me the favor, subscribe to the channel, hit the alert, or leave a comment, whether it's good or bad, advice or opinion. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just leave it. I'll follow up with you down the road. But so in regards to the last video, I wanted to keep you guys updated what's going on with my CMP audit. And it's my 5-year CMP audit. So that means 5 years at being 100%. And my 100% is a 100% scheduler. So this has nothing to do with, if you're PNT, 100% PNT, which is an update. I'll have an update about you at the end of this video about 100% PNTs. But I'm not a 100% PNT, which is permanent total. I'm not 100% permanent total IU, which is individual and employability. I'm not a temporary 100%, and I'm not a TDIU 100%. I'm a 100% scheduler. There are 5 different 100%. With the 100% scheduler, it just so happens that I have a 5-year audit. So last month, I was supposed to get an appointment done, an appointment for my 5-year audit, and I didn't get it. So based from what I'm being told, I called the 1-800 number, tried contacting the regional office. They stated that they're backed up. So hopefully sometime soon or down the road, I'll get my appointment. And if they do a third-party CMP, they suggested that just get it over with. Might as well just jump on board, especially since I have all my ducks in a row, all my paperwork collected. I'm good to go. I'm prepared for this. I apologize for the video. I don't have my stand with me, and the phone gets a little heavy. But I'm trying to do the best that I can. So, as I stated before with the 5-year CMP audit, I'm still working, so it might be a little hard with my audit. I have a few things that are counting against me. And what I mean by that is, with my 100% scheduler, it means that I'm 100% at one of my service connections is 100%. Yes, I have several others that has a rating, but is no bigger than 50%, and 60%. So if I would have had a 100% plus a 60%, I would qualify for SMC, I believe, which is a special monthly compensation, but I don't have that, and I'm not pursuing it. But I'm at 100% scheduler based off one service connection. And the scheduler, I'm guessing the reason why I was given a scheduler is because I'm probably working, so they want to see what has happened in the last 5 years. And it's been a little more than, no, actually it's been 5 years because even though they retroed it to February, the CMP was, 5 years ago in October. So yeah, that's what's going on. I do have all my ducks in a row based on what has transpired in the last 5 to 6 years. I have a lot of statement of support of claims from fellow coworkers, friends of mine, just based on what's been going on with me and at my job. So I have something to back me up with work. At the same time, I still see my psychologist and I still see my psychiatrist for the last, 2013, so about, 8 years, as of today, actually. As of this month, I got 8 years with my psychologist, same person. Started off at the VA, and now that person is private, has a private practice, so I pay for it. I pay for it with my compensation and pension. Compensation that I get from the VA comes out of my pocket, so it is what it is. That's what the compensation is there for. And it helps me out with just staying with one person. The reason why I don't do the social therapist at the VA is because it's just, for me, it's uncomfortable telling my story to a brand new person over and over again, because they change social therapists the way they probably, change their underwears. And that's every few months. So for me to start with a new person, it's just not for me. Every single time, it would frustrate me. It would give me so much anxiety that I wouldn't be able to handle it, and I would probably give up. In regards to seeking help from the VA, I would probably want it on the outside. So it is why I stood with my psychologist and do not wish. I'd rather keep the VA updated from my private doctor. The other one is I still see my psychiatrist, and he's still with the VA, so that's a good thing. Um, and yeah, I'll get the VA will be able to contact a psychiatrist and figure out what's going on there. And then I would have to provide paperwork in regards to me still seeing my psychologist. So we'll see what happens. At least I'm prepared for it. I don't know in regards to the appointment or when it happens, but there are a few things that are counting against me. And right now, I remember last year, January, when I stated that I was looking for a permanent total type of 100, and that might not happen due to that. Um, I I'm still working. So because of that, I know there was a veteran that stated that the permanent total will not happen. That I'm biting more than I can chew, and I researched it, looked it up, and that veteran was right. I don't believe that the 100% will permanent total will happen. What I do believe is that I might have a chance at staying 100% scheduler. So we'll see what happens. But if I do get reduced, I also have a plan in place for that. Hopefully to bring me back up to 100%. And hopefully it'll be a cumulative 100%. But we'll see. We'll see what happens financially. And at the end of the day, this has nothing to do with those that are 100% scheduler and probably don't go to an ounce of appointment and still works out for them. This again, every veteran has their own situations. Their cases are uniquely different, and mine just so happens that with me, I go to my appointments. Is something that I wish to do. I wish to utilize the VA's services as much as I can, because I need it. So um, because of those reasons, because I need it, is why I go out of my way for these services. And it just so happens that these services help me out. And at the same time, hopefully, it helps me with my compensation and pension. Hopefully, it gives the raider a chance to let them know that, um, you know, that I've taken advantage of what they have, and hopefully continue to take in more advantage of these services. And they would keep me where I'm at. Now I'm not asking for anything else, but now I'm just trying to just keep holding on to what I currently have and count my blessings. Um, Nothing more, nothing less, not even to get greedy. So that's what it is. But I'll keep you updated once I get that appointment and let you guys know if I'm going third party or if I'm getting an appointment actually with the VA themselves. I know that they're backed up. So at this point, based on last year, uh, third party CMPs rocked it out last year. They did great. There's a lot of veterans that I dealt with that said they got what they wanted plus more due to third party CMPs. And that's what they're there for. They're there for to help out the VA. But I didn't comprehend this because, again, something that's new to me, it just seems fishy to me until I see an outcome. So we'll see what happens. But I did learn something new about 100% permanent total PNT, which is um, once you get 100% permanent total, which if it comes a cumulative 100% permanent total, or you just have 100% permanent total, you'll you're good to go. You'll have no more CMPs. Not stating that you don't have to go to appointments anymore or receive. You might not want to deal with services anymore from the VA, but as a permanent total, you won't have to deal with compensation and pension exams anymore. So that, at least that's the good part. And with PNT, you get a lot more services, meaning that you get, um, it's gonna sound weird, but DIC, you get dependent indemnity compensation, and this goes out to your spouse, significant other, domestic partner, whatever it is. Um, that person will get your DIC, dependent indemnity compensation, after 10 years um, from you passing, well, not after 10 years. After you hit that 10th year anniversary from the day that you got 100% PNT, if you were to pass away due to a service connection or non-service connection, then your spouse, significant other, or domestic partner would get DIC. Um, if between the 10-year from the day that you received 100% permanent total, um, until the day before of the 10-year anniversary, you die, you pass away due to a service connection, then your spouse, significant other, and domestic partner would get that dependent indemnity compensation. If you pass away due to something that has nothing to do with your service connection, then they won't get DIC, that compensation. But after the 10th year, you'll get it. Your kids, once they reach out of age to go to college, they would receive state or free state city tuition, and based on how you work uh, the programs. So let's say you apply for two of the programs. I believe I stated these programs previous videos, but I'll try to annotate it below in the description section. But there are three programs that you can apply for, and two of them you can be able to apply to them to get both of them together. And out of those two, based on it works like Tap and Pal. So whoever received the FAFSA financial aid, it works the same way as Tap and Pal. When Tap would pay the college, then Pell, if there was nothing more else to pay, Pell would send you a check. So that's how it would work for your kids. Out of the both programs, once school is being paid, one of the programs is going to pay for their school, and if the other program sees that the school was already paid for, they cut out a check for your kid. And they would have that as some type of monthly compensation for them. Hopefully, you teach them very well how to financially be able to save that money, and hopefully make it grow, or save it for to continue their education once the programs are exhausted. Whether they have an extra year in college or they decide to go for a master's. Hopefully, they will be able to take care of those programs. But there's a lot more with permanent total, and my suggestion to you is contact the VA. Look up on their website what is the entitlements for a 100% permanent total, and who would be able to benefit from a 100% permanent total. For a 100% scheduler, for me, unfortunately, just my only benefit is that at least I get a monthly compensation from the VA, and I use it for VA services, or private services that I would need. So it is what it is. But again, stay on top of your appointments if you're one of these that are in my situation, and try to keep your ducks in a row. So meaning that put these forms to, like, statement in support of claims, those type of forms, put it to good use, DBQs or anything like that. Do the legwork, because at the end of the day, when you do get a compensation and pension audit, whether it's 5 year on your 10th year or the 20th year, from the day that you receive the 100% scheduler, if you are prepared for that audit, you should be good to go, and that's what I believe. But if you are reduced, take it with a grain of salt, and keep pushing forward. It just means that you have more legwork ahead of you. All right, guys, take care. Do me the favor again, subscribe to the channel, and Best of luck to you guys. All right, take care. Bye bye.